Yo, what's going, man? Let me check out the shirt, brother.
Saying nigga had it got down.
Hell yeah.
My bad. What up, bro? Nigga. Niggas on the crutches and shit, you feel?
Shit, how you feel, bro?
I finna say, should I turn the light on right? You know some shit?
I mean, I got a light on you right now.
Yeah, say no more shit.
How you feel, bro?
Nigga feel great though, God, nigga. My hip was killing me.
So, hey, like, tell us what happened, bro.
Bro, basically, goddamn. Alright, so look, I was goddamn, I had dropped out that little vibe. I was on the way to the spot and shit. Nigga had pulled out in front of me on some weird shit. Like nigga was just coming down the street. Nigga just had pulled out in front of me on some weird shit, okay? And then, like, I ain't gonna cap though, like, I ain't even know my shit was broke for real till, like, I stepped out the car on some shit, bro. And, like, nigga, I tried to move, nigga. My shit went the other way on some shit on games. And I'm like,
Jesus.
Oh, God. That shit had me fucked up. I ain't gonna cap. It didn't hurt, though. I couldn't feel that shit. That shit just was, like, slick scary.
Damn,
slick scary,
bro.
though.
What was your initial thought, like, going through all that shit?
Because at first, I'm thinking, like, you know how most niggas get in the accident, they be hurt. I'm thinking, like, oh, I'm straight, you feel me? So I tried to just hop out the car and stand up. My shit said some other shit, you feel me? Like, my leg really went, like, this way, and I was already turned this way. So it was kind of like, I knew my shit was broke on God.
Damn.
And after that shit, it was just like, shit, fuck it. I gotta goddamn be on bed rest for a little minute, you feel me?
How long you spend in the hospital?
Shit, I ain't even gonna cap. The crazy thing is, nigga, you know Grady got hella niggas in there right now, nigga. Like, nigga, I was in there like 3 days on God. Like, nigga, they didn't have me that long. Like, nigga, I came here on like Thursday, nigga. I was going on like Sunday, nigga, on God. They just threw me up out that bitch on God. They just threw me on some crutches. It was like, fuck it. They gave me hella medicine. It's like, you good. You can go home. I'm like, damn, bet. But apparently they just closed down, what's that shit called? Clark's Atlanta. It was the other hospital. They just closed that shit down. So Grady the only hospital right now. God.
Damn, that's why that shit's full as fuck.
God, nigga, like them niggas dumb packed. Like they got like 2-3 niggas in the room. No cap. I'm really glad I got up out there. Hold on, I ain't gonna cap, nigga. That hospital shit be kind of depressing. Oh God, nigga. I was in that bitch getting sad and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Cause the room's just so dull and shit. Then these niggas had the weirdest shit on TV. It was like some fucking Ireland mothers trying to goddamn make it out or some shit. Like, I don't even know. That shit was weird. I ain't that shit was weird.
Damn.
But of course, you know what I'm saying? I did drop my most anticipated tape while I was in the hospital. It's Bloxka, so it's like, you feel me? It wasn't too bad, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I definitely got to drop that shit, so it's like, you ain't got to do something. You know what I'm saying?
What's the vibes like on that bit?
I ain't gonna cap, really, straight, up north type Jersey flow.
All right, man. So tell us your name, bro.
My real name?
Nah, your artist name.
Alright, shit, goddamn blocking them motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Everything rich line, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Goddamn. My bad, this is actually my first blunt of the day, I ain't gonna cap. That one with it? Yeah. But shit, you ain't know what I'm saying, man. Young Bloxka in this bitch. If y'all want some crazy shit, my first name before Bloxka was gonna be Smoke. Right. I used to go by Lil Smoke and shit. But like, really, like, they was kind of on some shit like it's already a big Smoke chopper. So it was like, I was gonna be like a Smoke and then a Smoke. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Free my nigga Hunchos, he goddamn really gave me my name. It was like Bloxka. That's what we gonna call you. Okay? Ever since then, I really just ran with that shit. Like, God, it just kind of stuck with me, you know?
Word. No, that's hard, bro. Shit. Yeah, got this.
You want the Bloxka blood? The RG blood?
Dead up.
Dead up, bro.
Dead up.
Yeah.
300 shows dead up.
That's the one.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Tell me what your life was like coming out of the south side.
Man, I ain't even gonna count, bro. Really, like, growing up on the south side, bro, it's like, this shit can be whatever you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas can make it out, niggas cannot make it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen all type of shit, like, you feel me? I done seen, like, I done had my partners fold on me. I done seen niggas tell. I done seen niggas fold about bitches, money. This shit get tricky on the south side. Really, honestly, I feel like niggas from the south side, they just gotta go harder. You You know what I'm saying? Because like we come from some shit like that ain't really nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga don't even got street lights in this bitch. You feel me? Like this shit really not nothing for real. So like in my mind, with this music shit, I'm just trying to make a way so I can goddamn put all my bros on. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that still in the trap, niggas that be scamming, niggas that work 9 to 5, niggas that, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be in a position to put everybody like on their feet, like, but to where like we straight for life though. And that's the thing about this music shit. Like if I was to blow right now, bro, the first thing I'm doing, I'm just going to see all my partners that been with me, rocking with me. I'm just gonna like just put them niggas on. You know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like that's the bigger picture. Like if you're not doing shit with no goal in life, there ain't no point in doing it. And like nigga like me, I used to really be on some like out here getting to it. You feel me? So it's like my brothers was like making music. But I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't even want to make music for real. Like I ain't even think of myself as a rapper ass nigga. Like oh god, like I really was in the street. That nigga Lavish was like shit. You might as well make music. So then the Huncho was like, you might as well make music. Like one time I was in the Beehive. Never forget. This is a legendary event. Like Nutso was in there, Slime was in there, Bloxka was in there. The whole gang was in there. You feel me? I made my first song. That shit called Double Down on God. That shit was a whole freestyle. My first song got down. And niggas was like, oh yeah, this shit hard, gang. You gotta rap. Ever since then, I just been shit rapping on game. But I ain't gonna cap. Like, sometimes I be thinking back on this shit. I'm like, damn, I wasn't even rapping for real.
Yeah, for real.
Niggas just started rapping out of nowhere on some shit.
Alright, so now then, describe what type of kids you were, or no. What type of kid would your peers and school teachers describe you as growing up?
I ain't gonna count. Growing up, I was like, it was like this. Like I was that nigga in school. Like I used to get like A and B honor roll and shit. Like I used to be good in school, like all the way up into like high school, because I started like skipping and shit. Like I used to really get good grades, but my teachers would always be like it was like this. Like growing up, I ain't gonna count. I used to be on some slime ball shit. Like I used to slime a whole bunch of shit. Like from my teachers too. Like on God, like teacher PDA and all types of shit. Like anything I could take to get money from on God, it's just slime it. On God. I ain't gonna count. Like in 5th grade, I took a nigga backwood gun out his pocket. Nigga, he didn't even know it. Like on God.
That's the most craziest thing you got?
Nigga, the most craziest thing I think I ever really just came up on in my life. But we ain't gonna get federal, but the craziest thing I ever came up in my life, I probably had to say like
as a kid.
As
just
a kid,
yeah.
It definitely had to be like, nah, God, I ain't gonna cap out of everything. I think that was my best tape, that backward gun. Cause like, I ain't gonna cap, we was walking in line, like in lunchroom, and I just kind of walked up and took it out of his pocket, and the nigga had some tight ass khaki pants on, but like he didn't feel that shit. So like, after I did that shit, I used to always think like, oh yeah, I'm that nigga. Like nigga, I took that bitch off from him, he didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to always be like, I'm that nigga. But one time in school on the bus, nigga, my partner had got his PSP took from the bus driver. Nigga, I stole that bitch back from the bus driver. Nigga, on God. Nigga, the only reason I got caught though, cause I tried to flex like it was mine. And then my partner was like, nigga, what game in there? I popped the game out, and nigga was like, oh shit, nigga, that's my PSP.
Damn, I thought you stole it back for that, nigga.
I really stole it back. I was gonna give it back to him. True story. I was gonna give it back. But like, this when the bitches first came out. So like, I wanted to keep it for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, play with it and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I just wanted, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his folks bought him a PSP. Like, I ain't get that bitch bought, so I had to go take that bitch. Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, boy. Oh, that my grandma.
She was yelling at me, bro.
She was yelling at you?
Okay. She just watched her show. She said I was a little bit too loud. That's my grandma.
Oh.
Goddamn. I ain't gonna lie, my grandma, she support my music career. That's one thing I can say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ever since I started making music, she supported my shit. God.
How important is it to you to have like people support you throughout your process journey?
I ain't gonna lie. Really? Like, honestly, the only nigga I can think of when I think of like really like supporting me, like wanting me to do this shit no matter what, my nigga Lab, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Lavish, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Lavish, cause on God, like when I first started rapping, like that nigga was really buying the studio sessions and shit, bringing the nigga in, you know what I'm saying? Like making sure a nigga record and shit. Like he was always telling me like, you gotta record to me, you gotta record to me. Like he helped me drop my first tape. Bloxka, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga really was pushing my shit on God before I started taking this shit serious myself. Like that. So like when I first started, true story, a lot of my real partners and day ones, like niggas from around the hood and shit, like they wasn't fucking with that shit. Like niggas went in, like niggas was really on some down and shit, like, oh you rap. Like you don't rap for real. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, like niggas kept saying like they weren't taking it serious. Like I'm trying to tell niggas like, nah nigga, this the vision, you feel me? Like I'm trying to make music. And niggas on some like, nah, you ain't no rapper, nigga. You not gonna rap type shit. Like, you feel me? Like that nigga Lav always like since day one, that nigga was on my ass, like, well, you gotta make some music, nigga, gang.
Right, man, right. So
Other than that, though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like after I start, like, niggas start seeing what I could become, like, my potential. Then niggas start fucking with me, like, more. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at first, it was a whole bunch of, like, niggas on my dick on some, like, on some rich slime type shit. Like a lot of niggas that wanted to connect to me because they know who I'm connected with, like on some shit. Like niggas was trying to network me and shit. But it's like I'm a real ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if I fold you, I fold you. You know what I'm saying? If I don't fold you, I don't fold you type shit. Like I ain't gonna cap a nigga down type shit. Like I don't fold you, I don't fold you. You know? Like,
so what was that moment of realization where you like realized that you had some type of attention in the music shit? Like
honestly, I'm not gonna cap, I started feeling like the music shit could blow when I made my first video and that bitch had hit 20K. I started feeling like, okay, you know what I'm saying, this music shit could blow because I ain't even rapping that long, you know what I'm saying? And my shit started going up like that, I started feeling good. But like, myself, me personally, when I really felt like the music shit, like, this the one, like, I can do this shit, like, really, truthfully, it was like, the last time I got locked up and I got out, and I was like, damn, I'm finna just goddamn like get on some productive shit. But at the same time, I wasn't even really feeling the music, like for real. It's like, I think what it was, I was in the studio one day and I was just making this song, and it was like on some vibe shit. And like I just started thinking about it, like I could do this shit or something. Like it was just like one time I was in the studio and it just clicked in my head, like I could blow from this shit. Like, I honestly don't know what it was that really triggered that moment. It was just a moment of like, I could do it. Like I think it was like everybody could do it, I could do it. Like, in my mind, like, motherfuckers be like, everybody can't be a rapper, but really, everybody can be a rapper. It's not that hard. Like, nigga, literally, like, all you gotta do is just, nigga, when I get in the studio, nigga, I literally just throw some shit off the top of my brain, and then, like, you feel me? I just go from there. Like, I don't even really too much think about that shit for real. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not really hard being a rapper. I feel like it's hard becoming famous. You feel me? Like, anybody can be a rapper, but like, the blow up to be famous, you gotta drop hella music. You gotta be on your visuals. You know what I'm saying? You gotta network. You gotta branch out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta like get out there, perform more. You know what I'm saying? Do more shows. But it's like, even with all of that included, a nigga still possibly won't blow because it's always like that one thing that's missing. Like, and sometimes most people be like, oh, you gotta get signed, but it's not even that you gotta get signed for it. It's like you gotta really know how to work your ones and twos on my mama. Cause like I know plenty of niggas that got deals that's not real deals. You know what I'm saying? Like they signed to a label, but they're not getting no money or nothing from it. It's
no
like,
help.
You know what I'm saying? But in their mind, they see it as like a branch, like a network for them. But honestly, I want to tell all my artists out there, like, just stay single, stay independent. On God, like, don't even sign. Cause like, signing to me, in reality, I feel like niggas that sign, it's like you get some bread and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you got a label behind you, but at the same time, nigga, they really taking away, like, especially if you don't pay attention to your deals. Most niggas be signing when they hear the bread, but they don't need to be paying attention to their deals. You know what I'm saying? Niggas might fuck around and get finesse out the rights to their music, anything. You know what I'm saying? So they be like, oh. Like, matter of fact, prime example, 1017, Gucci Mane got a great set deal going on. And it's sad right now because, like, Shiesty locked up, Fujiano locked up, that nigga, just died, Big Star, all that shit. But honestly, nigga, all their music rights and shit signed over to him. So even though the niggas locked up and shit, niggas dying and shit, nigga, matter of fact, that one nigga that just joined his label, Call Body, got jammed up, nigga, all his music profits and shit, that shit going straight to Gucci Mane. So in reality, he's smart as fuck. Cause he's signing these street niggas, and these street niggas crashing out, and he getting that bread, you feel me? Like, niggas, they got to sit down, like, them niggas can't make no new music right now. So it's like they really sitting there waiting patiently, but at the same time, nigga, all that old revenue and shit, nigga, that shit going straight to Gucci, like on
Straight
pain,
to
like
him.
nigga, he's eating. And I thought about it, I'm like, damn, niggas probably be thinking like that, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas probably just be signing niggas, knowing that niggas got potential. But at the same time, it's like when you put money in a young nigga hand and they don't really know what's going on, like a nigga gonna blow that shit.
It's a risk. It's
On
like
God,
a big ass
that's why I
risk.
said in my song, nigga, first 20K I touch, I blow that shit on God. Like I ain't even, and it's like you don't think about it like it seemed like a lot of money, but it's like it's really not a lot of money. You feel
Right.
like, especially when you ain't never had shit. Like most niggas I know like never had shit, so like niggas don't pop it a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like not even on no flex and shit, just on some like nigga I can do this shit now type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. Like I ain't never been no flexing that nigga. If anything, I just be like, if I pop this shit, it's really for me. Like on some like I can pop it now. You feel me? Like I want to pop it type shit. Like I want to pop it for no other reason than that. Like besides myself wanting to, you know what I'm saying, be that nigga. But the crazy thing is like, I forgot to tell y'all back in school, like I really was like, I want a lame, but like I wasn't like I want a cool kid. Like you feel me? I ain't gonna cap. Like I was that nigga in school. Like I used to be fucking like, what? Oh, I'm making an interview for my music. Goddamn, like I was saying though, you feel me? Like back in school, it was on some shit like I used to be on some like niggas that said like I ain't gonna count. It's like the cool niggas, I guess you could say, the popular kids, like they fuck with me. But like I fuck with like the weirdo type shit.
Right.
I guess you could say the world. Cause like I used to be into like anime and shit like that. So like certain shit, like I don't know. I guess back in school it was like it was kind of weird. The niggas are not fuck with you because of who you fuck with type shit. Okay. Like I don't know if y'all niggas ever went through that shit, but niggas are dead ass like not fuck with you because of niggas that you fuck with. But it'll be on some like if I fuck with a nigga, that's my partner, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna not fuck with a nigga cause like niggas don't think he cool or some shit. Like I ain't gonna tell. Like I was never that try to be cool nigga. I was really that like funny ass nigga, like laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas under the goddamn bleachers shooting dice and shit like nigga. Like I was either in that bitch trying to get some money, being funny or some shit. Like I'm just talking about anime. I ain't gonna count. Anime is like a big passion to me. Like if I ever blow, nigga, I'ma make an anime on God. Nigga, if I blow, I'ma make an anime like on God. Like I just see that shit like because for one, nigga, really nigga making anime is like making music. Like you know how many animes it is in the world, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hella.
It's like you know how everybody had to like start from somewhere else. Like, okay, this gonna be a story. And it's like most animes, the niggas that made the anime didn't make the book. You know what I'm saying? Because most animes come from mangas and shit. But it's like the niggas that wrote the manga, and it'll be a whole nother nigga that be like, okay, boo, let's bring this shit to life. You know what I'm saying? Type
Yeah.
shit. So it's like, nigga, I fuck around, nigga. I ain't gonna count, nigga. I know for a fact I make a fire-ass anime because I seen so many over the years that it's like, nigga, I'ma make the one, nigga, like that one, like the one that's gonna be too perfect. Like, nah, in fact, that's like a dream goal. If I ever blow, like, I'ma just invest into an anime company, like, oh God, start making anime.
Now let me ask you, do you know who Clayco is?
Clayco?
Yeah. What's your relationship with him?
Shit, shout out my boy Clayco, no doubt. I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? When I first tapped in with Clayco was around the time when, like I first met Bloxka and shit, you feel me? And one time I was in the studio, just like, matter of fact, my very first song I ever made is on the Clayco beat, no doubt, that Double Down. He actually just had threw a nigga the beat on some shit, like on some shit, you know what I'm saying? Just see what a nigga was working with and shit, like that shit came out kind of straight, but then you feel me? I know y'all, you know what I'm saying, the most anticipated, I ain't gonna cut EP I dropped, that shit called Cook It Up, you know what I'm saying? That shit whole day prod by Clayco, you know what I'm saying? No doubt, you feel me? That shit hard, I ain't gonna cut that shit hard. Honestly, Clayco one of my favorite producers. No cap, he like my top 5 on God, like, but the thing with Clayco is like, most niggas that send me beats and it'll be like, okay, I'm gonna use 3 out of 5 or like 2 out of 3, like, but with Clayco it'd be like a 3 for 3, 1 for 1. Like, they always some hits, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It really just depends, like, on what vibe I'm on. But that nigga send me all type of vibes, and like, that shit be sliding, like, oh God. I fuck with my boy Clayco though, no cap, we locked in. We actually got a new project, goddamn. I got some shit on the way in store, goddamn. I already got 2-3 songs for it, but like I'm probably gonna make that shit like an 8-song EP because the last one I dropped, that shit was like 5. I probably made this like 8-song EP or something. That That shit was doing numbers though. I ain't gonna cap. That shit was doing numbers on the first week I tried that shit.
Man, it's crazy. You know that boy, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I was in that nigga's class. He actually was the nigga that put FL Studio on my laptop.
Oh shit, really?
Oh God. Bro. I saw that nigga come up from the ground up.
I ain't gonna cap. I seen that nigga, I think, cook up like once before. That shit was on some like legendary shit. Cause like I never really seen niggas cook up beats for real. So like when I seen him cooking, I'm like, damn, this nigga, like, I understand, like he fought, like, cause he did it kind of fast, like, you feel me, like, nigga, we probably was like, that was like 5-10 minutes, like, nigga was really like.
He been cooking beats since 2017, bro.
Damn,
2017.
That's crazy, nigga. Oh God, nigga.
Yeah, man.
I locked in with Clayco when that was like 2020, 2021 type shit.
Yeah, that's when I saw him like really start meeting all of RSG and shit.
No bullshit. The crazy thing is, I didn't even know like Clayco was locked in with certain niggas like after like when I met him type shit. It was like after I met him, it was like, oh, this nigga be making beats for like, you know what I'm saying, a couple of niggas type shit. But like I didn't even know that shit at first. When I first met that nigga, he was so cool. It was like on some like shit. Like I fuck with you, but like I ain't gonna care. That's really how I go about life. Like if I fuck with a nigga, I just fuck with you. Like the extra shit really don't matter type shit. Clayco was like a cool nigga. Like he fucked with me on the beat, you feel me, before I even knew like, oh, this nigga be selling beats. Like I didn't even know, you feel me? Like, I'm like,
he started off with $25 beats. Now them shits are $250 a piece.
My mom and nigga, that's why I was like, nigga, I didn't even realize how like locked in I was when I got that beat that I got my very first song, nigga, on God. Like I didn't even realize that shit afterwards. And then that's another thing too that keep me going. It be like all the like support and inspiration, like niggas got enough faith to be like, oh yeah, we gonna throw this nigga a beat. We know he finna slide. Or it be like niggas be on some shit like, Bloxka, we ready for you to drop. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be sending me messages talking about some like reversing my lyrics. Like a nigga text me the other day talking about some I'm breaking down the bowl with the fork. He was like most underrated bar. I'm like, damn, niggas don't even know that shit, bro. Like, I'm like, nigga, it just made me feel like I gotta keep going. Like I gotta keep doing this shit. Like if niggas behind me, like if I only got one fan, that's cool. Like I'm gonna keep going. It's like nigga, like I didn't even ask these niggas to support me. Like it be the genuine support that be having a nigga like, ooh, like you know what I'm saying? Like we locked in. Like that shit slip make a nigga feel good, cause it be like your own partners don't support you, or it be like niggas you fuck with, like they don't even show support for real. So it be like when random niggas that you don't even know, or even from way across the country or some shit, like come in supporting you, fuck with you and shit, like nigga, that shit feel amazing.
Alright, let me say something. Alright, so like when you mentioned that spent 20K and I'll blow a verse, I was like, in my head I was like, oh shit, he said the verse. Cause I know exactly what song you talking about.
Yeah, that dealt with freestyle. Oh God. Yeah. I ain't gonna cap. That's okay, basically I ain't gonna lie. If I had to be honest, in my lifetime, like nah, fuck that, not my lifetime. I'ma say like from 16. I'ma say from 16 and up, nigga, I done blew like 100, like, you know, God, 100K, nigga, on God, nigga, that's on like, nigga, cars, clothes, jewelry, haircut, extra shit, drugs, more drugs, you know what I'm saying, a lot of drugs, got nigga. That money shit really like, it don't mean nothing to me, cause like, and I think that's why money, when it comes to me, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, I might blow it, I might say, like, money, I wouldn't never really, like, I wouldn't say I'm a greedy nigga, like, yeah, I gotta get to the money, like, niggas gotta get to the money, like.
So what was that first feeling when you, like, saw your first, like, 100 rap?
I ain't gonna count. That first feeling when I actually seen some money, like, real, like, alright, I'm gonna tell you, the first largest amount of money I ever had was, like, 7-8 racks, on God, like, in cash, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm feeling this shit, like, you know what I'm saying. And when I ain't gonna count, like, the first shit I did was, okay, of course I took a video on God. I got a video for everybody else there. But shit, like, it was like, I ain't gonna count. This shit was like, and that's what I'm saying, like, when that money was in my hand, I felt like I'm that nigga, but it's like, I don't know, like, I felt like the money made me feel like, shit, I don't know, it's like money make niggas evil. Like, I wasn't evil, but that's the thing, like, money the root of all evil, because it's like, when you got that money, it puts you in a position where you feel like you ain't gotta fuck with niggas. It's like, you don't gotta fuck with niggas, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, don't treat your partners or nobody differently that been fucking with you, you know what I'm saying, when you get that money type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got my money, like, I ain't gonna count. I ain't gonna say I wanna fucking with niggas, but like, that shit slick. I slick was on some goddamn, like, fuck it, I gotta stay down now and get right. Cause like, when you see that first bit of money, it's like, you want some more. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, and it's like, my whole life I always been around like my big bros. Them niggas be having like rackets, like thumbs, you know what I'm saying? Like, holding this shit up and shit. So it's like, nigga, when I got my first couple racks, I was just like, I'm trying to get some more, like, keep going and keep investing. But it just be like, sometimes though, it be like, nigga don't think about what he be spending his shit on till like you think about it over time, like, oh damn, I had went to the store and got down spent like $1,500, like, you know what I'm saying? The next day I might have went to the movies with the vibes and shit, like I might have did some whole other shit, like I done went to like 3 functions back to back, like I don't, like, you feel me? Like, it'll be hella different shit, and I look back and be like, damn, that bread slip gone. Or like it'll be like, damn, this shit slick. It'll cross my mind like, damn, I did blow through some rackets type shit. But then I don't be sad because it'll be like, shit, I'm just living life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm really, right now, I'm just living life type shit. I'm God. I'm just living life. Like, that's how I feel about it at least. Like, because like for the longest, I ain't got, bro. Nigga was on some like, not even depressed, but it's like, it be a hella like negative shit going on, like negative bullshit.
Energy
like,
that surrounds you, you feel me? So that
oh God, like
it's
be
gonna
like
manifest.
negative bullshit. And it just be like, this shit. I'm just trying to be positive.
yeah, I feel you.
So I'm just trying to be like happy type. So I'm just trying to like, you feel me? I feel like anything that's gonna fuck up my peace, I don't want it around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to cut off a couple bad bitches. I had to like, you feel me? Like, it's just like, this shit that was for the better, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna count, like, and it's funny because I feel great right now because it's like, saying this shit because it's like, damn, I really been sticking to that, like, keeping the bullshit from away from me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be on the ground watching the bullshit go on, I be like, damn, it ain't got nothing to do with me though, type shit, like, nigga,
Right.
like, this shit feel great, like, just to be like, nigga, like
Like a breath of fresh air, basically.
yeah, on God, on gang, because it's like, niggas always be like, oh, street nigga, hood nigga, da da da, all that extra shit, ooh. At the end of the day, like, I'm just me, like, I'm just, like, you feel me? I'm not trying to be shit, you feel me? Like, God, like, you feel me? Like, niggas already know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know me, you know me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, then you don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas think I'm a hoe, niggas think I ain't on that, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping, you feel me? I'm just me type shit. And I feel like niggas be mad when you yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, when shit genuine. Cause I done came around a lot of fucked up niggas and energy, and I be like feeling great as hell. And because the nigga feeling so good, it's like niggas get to hang on you with some shit because you happy. You feel me? Like niggas be want you to be mad and sad. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm not fuck that shit. Cause at the end of the day, it's like this. This how I think about it. Oh God, that's how I think about like this shit. And shout out my nigga Randy, no bullshit. This shit like a big ass circle. You feel me? And it's like some people might enter your circle, some people might not enter your circle. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? You might not make the rotation type shit. Like, and it's like niggas all gonna die at the end. So it's like, fuck it. You feel me? Like you gotta just live life. That's why I be telling niggas, you gotta just live life like on God. Like whatever you wanna do that shit. Whatever. You wanna go jump in the creek or some shit, like do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you wanna just smoke weed all day, do that shit. You want to play the game? Do that shit. You spend time with your grandma or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, haters gonna hate. You feel me? And I wish, like, this generation, I wish they was, like, stronger will-minded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish everybody thought how I thought, like, fuck what the next nigga saying. Because at the end of the day, if everybody was on the same time and, like, words don't get to them, nigga, it'd be so much less bullshit because it'd be like, bro, the main thing I noticed, like, niggas don't even be like trying to beef with niggas, or like females, it be really like hate, envious, jealousy, like niggas hate to see a motherfucker doing better than them, or niggas hate to see like a nigga spiritually better than them, you know what I'm saying? Cause motherfuckers be fucked up spiritually and mentally on a whole nother level, like you fucking talking about you walking around with demons and shit, like nigga, that ain't good, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas in the dark and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas gotta get brought to the light. And I be trying to like at least, I feel like everybody I come across, I try to at least some way, like bring them towards that light, you feel me? Cause that's another thing, like if you ain't got God in your life, you fuck, you feel me? Like, God, you fuck, I'm sorry, like, you feel me? Like, cause most people, like, say they got God in their life, but it's like, you ain't got real faith, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have real faith, you know what I'm saying? Like, faith is like, nigga, when I got that call, my brother got shot, nigga, on that street over there, nigga, like, nigga, I ain't had nothing but faith, you feel me, like, keep my brother alive, like, shit like that, like, nigga, like, faith is like, nigga, you down bad, you think how you finna get it, and you like, fuck it, nigga, we finna go get it, you know what I'm saying, by the time you get home, nigga, you got enough money to handle your bills, whatever you gotta do, you feel me, for your folks, like, that's faith, like, nigga, like, faith ain't like, oh, let me just ask God to throw me some money, nigga, because you don't get money, like, you feel like God ain't real, nigga, of course, that's not how it works, you know what I'm saying, but it's like, I feel like, as long as you walk through life with faith, nigga, you can never go wrong, like, you will never be wrong, like, niggas gonna make mistakes, and that's what the fuck we wrong with humans, it's like, nigga, we are humans, like, niggas are literally, we were created to, like, fuck up, like, nigga, Jesus died for our sins, and, like, nigga, everybody gonna sin, nigga, you can't say you're gonna be perfect, but it's like, you can't beat yourself up too much about it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta realize your mistakes, correct your wrongs, and keep that shit going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done fucked up a couple times on game, like, I just kept that shit going, cause like, nigga, you can't, the moment you like, you sit down and just like, think about it, or you try to get in that like, depressed mode or something, like, nigga, you losing time, nigga, cause shit ain't gonna wait on you, it's like, time gonna keep going, everything gonna keep flowing, it's like, before you know it, nigga, you gonna be too late. Yeah, that's what I be thinking about at least, but I be like, bro, niggas gotta get that shit together. Oh shit, I got another blunt in my pocket.
Oh shit, magic. All right, man. So to go back to your top 5 producers, bro, name them off rip.
Okay, top 5 producers. Okay, oh my God, Connor. Gotta shout out my boy Clayco. Ooh, definitely, my bad. Definitely my boy DL77. That's one of my, like, them my top 3 off the rip. Like, them, especially DL77, we definitely so locked in on game. Like, they're my boy. I can't forget about my nigga Monte. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Monte on game. Shout out my nigga Monte. No capping. Let's see. Last but not least, if I had to say, a producer I've been super locked in with. You know what? I'm gonna shout out my girl Ashley. Ashley Soul Beats, no bad. She hard too, no bad. Top 5 on game. In my top 5 right there. And honestly, I feel like that's because I've been on a different wave though type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't been on that hard cutthroat kick though music type shit like that. And it's funny because that's what the fans been asking for. I'm finna drop the tape real soon. Don't worry about it. That's what the fans been wanting. But it's like, nigga, I've been on some like some vibe shit. Like, I've been making music for the whole, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so the recent discussion is, can you ride around the hood on listening to like rage beats, like rage music? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you talking about that post? When it was like if street niggas can make a song on the rage hype beat, like,
yeah.
I mean,
how you feel about that? Cause you know they already got that song "Who I Smoke."
Yeah,
like that's a pop song.
Oh God, I feel like, honestly, my opinion, because when it comes to music, I like all type of music. I feel like music don't determine whether or not you're a street nigga or not, you feel me? Cause like, and the only reason I say that, and I know you done joined my live a couple times, nigga, I listen to niggas like Uzi and shit and fucking like, you know what I'm saying, Baby Sosa, you feel me? Like, motherfuckers that like, nigga, Baby Sosa literally a female, nigga, she come on that bitch, like, you feel me? I don't give a fuck, nigga say something about her, you know what I'm saying, like, it's gonna be that, like, nigga, she hard, like, I don't give a fuck, it's like, I feel like with music, it's like, if the song hard, it's hard. You feel me? Like, I done had motherfuckers send me rage beats. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't hop on no rage beats myself type shit, but like, I don't know.
Would
like,
you ever try it?
Feel me? Like, I feel like if I made a rage song, like, whoa, like, I'll make that shit. Like, oh God, I feel like, cause it's like, nigga, if that's what the folks want, you know what I'm saying? Cause think about it. I done been to a lot of underground shows. And that's what majority of the rapper wave be on.
Right.
Like when I come in that bitch on some like, you know what I'm saying, like Bloxka for president, for example, like when I come in that bitch on some real, like just talking my shit, like, you know what I'm saying, niggas better not cross my mind, like niggas be fucking with it, but at the same time, like they be on some like they be looking for that goddamn like, yeah, whoa, like one of the nigga to rage in that bitch.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was doing the song, nigga, and everybody was moshing, and it wasn't even a mosh song, like, oh God, like, nigga, oh God, like, this shit was like some real, like,
Cause with those events, those folks just be having energy. They looking to, like, get that shit out.
I'm sitting right here, like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, nigga, everybody in that bitch, you the fuck?
They jumping, nigga. Like, they real deal jumping.
And this slip made me feel good. I'm like, okay, these niggas fuck with my shit. But it's like, damn, nigga. Y'all niggas too litty, ain't it there? I was on the drink, I ain't gonna count. I was on the drink. Nigga was a little moving a little slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that shit. And that's the thing, I ain't even performed at that many shows. I performed at like 3 or 4 shows. But them bitches will fight though. Oh God. Them bitches will fight, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, nah, y'all ain't gonna count. It was just one show. I ain't gonna count, bro. That shit was weird. It was like, I don't know, like maybe like I said, when they forte, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was listening to like rage shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I came on that bitch, they was kind of on some like, oh, this hard, but then it was kind of on some like they couldn't really get too jiggy. Like, everybody wasn't really that litty at that show. I ain't gonna cap. I had one show, it was like, I was rapping, and it's like, okay, you feel me? I seen a couple niggas litty, but it's like, majority wasn't litty type shit, but it's like, that's how it be too, you feel me? I feel like, in this rap shit, you gotta learn how to just like, you know what I'm saying, just count your, not even losses, because I looked at it as like experience, you feel me? Like, because the type of event it was, if I really would have thought about it, I had some songs that probably would have went better with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't have been on that rage shit, but it would have been on some like that vibe shit type shit. You feel me? Like, sometimes it'd be like just your prepping. You know what I'm saying? Like how you handle business, take care of shit. Like, that all matters. No bullshit. So it was like, I didn't even look at it like, oh, like I'm trash or shit. Like, they don't fuck with music. Like, shit. This when they forte, you feel me? And I'm the same way though. Like, nigga, sometimes I be hearing shit and I'm like, bruh, this shit not fire, but I ain't gonna say they trash though. This just not my type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit not that moving to me. Like, it's not some shit I sit here and listen to like repeatedly or every day or something like type vibe.
Right. Now then, even though you're a person that gets free beats, and there's like a lot of controversy going around about how do you feel about artists that charge producers to get on their beats versus producers that'll charge artists for beats that they'll send to another artist for free?
Okay, I say, what you said, artists that charge producers for their beats?
No,
versus
artists that will charge a producer to hop on a beat, like a placement.
Oh, a beat placement.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I ain't been rapping that long, but like when I had heard that shit was kind of like, it's like, it depends. Cause like, I feel like, alright, fuck it. Like, in my opinion, this how I feel. If I'm locked in with a producer, and it's like, nigga sending me beats, and he not charging me for them, then I'm not gonna charge him to hop on the beat. And it's just like, cause the bigger goal is to like blow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the bigger purpose. So it's like, if you fucking with me, I'm gonna fuck with you, because nigga, we trying to win together type shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, them niggas that send you beats, and then turn around and ask for some bread, I ain't gonna cap. I don't like them niggas, because like, nigga, if you like, that's different. Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like niggas be trying to like finesse, cause like, if you tell a nigga, okay, buy these beat packs, it's like, okay, I'll buy these beat packs off you, nigga, I'll bought them, you told me. But it's like, nigga, if you say, can I send you some beats, and you send me some beats, and I'm expecting like, alright, like, look, we finna lock in, like, you know, nigga, hop on the song or something, then I send it back, and you realize that shit hard, and you be like, oh yeah, nigga gonna send me some bread for this shit. I'm like, nigga, what? You said, you asked me if we could tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that be the only shit I don't like. When niggas ask if they can tap in, and they don't let it be known ahead of time about the bread, and they say something afterwards when they hear the song, that shit be kind of weird to me. You feel me? Like, I feel like producers that know they hard, you feel me? Like, that actually make 5 beats, should charge. And honestly, I feel like anybody, even if you make trash beats, you could charge, but it just depends on your price range. Cause that's me. Like, if your beat's super gold, nigga, I'm gonna pay that ticket. But if I hear your shit, that shit repetitive, that shit, like, you feel me? Like, you might got 1.5 beat. I'm like, nigga, we could talk about the price, nigga. Like, I'm not finna, like, nigga be trying to think a nigga green, like, hell nah. You feel me? And that's the thing. I had even bought a beat before, and literally, the same beat I bought, my bro had bought a beat pack from the same person, and Shawty sent one of the beats in the beat pack that was literally sheet that I had bought, like, already used, and it was kind of like, see, shit like that be weird, like,
Right.
you know, I just bought the beat from you, but you still sending it out. So I'd be like, producers be saying shit like, oh, buy the beat so you could buy the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the whole beat, so it'll be your beat, like, you know what I'm saying, then they take it off the shit or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying, I'd be thinking like, I bet, like, you feel me, like, but then when shit like that happens, it's like, nah, I just gotta lock in with the producers I'm locked in with, like, But like, I would lock in with some new niggas, you know what I'm saying? It just depends, like, on their vibe, you feel me? Like, the niggas be weird type shit. That's why I don't be hopping on everybody's shit, though.
So then, how do you, like, for people that are trying to, like, start or, you know, just lock in with producers, what do you feel like is the best way to go about, like, starting a producer-artist relationship, you know?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, because the crazy thing is, the way I locked in with producers was, like, it was really the gram. Like, I started posting, that's what it was, I ain't gonna cap. It's like, I started posting trailers and like, producing, in my music and shit, like, I go on live and shit, and like, I'll probably be in the studio recording something, like, and that's why I say I feel like I gotta keep doing this music shit, cause like, niggas will just come to me like, hey bro, I can send you beats, hey bro, I can send you beats, hey bro, let's lock in, you feel me? So it'll be on some shit like, I bet, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna say, like, I never really turned down nobody that said they were trying to lock in, you feel me? It's just like, sometimes, like, the beats be repetitive, and I don't like repetitive type beats, like, cause it be like, dun, 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 type shit, like, it don't be like, no switch up or no, like, dun, 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 like, it don't, you know what I'm saying, no real rhythm to it, like, those are the only time I don't really fuck with beats, like, sometimes, too, another thing, I ain't gonna cap, producers, like, I don't know, like, that's what I'm saying, like, producers really just locked in with me. Oh, God, I feel like, and that's why I say, like, I don't want to say people trash or nothing, but it's like, if niggas know you fire, they gonna want you to hop on their shit, like, you feel me, like, the majority of producers I tapped in with, like, it wasn't even on no charging me shit, they were just on some, like, nigga, like, let's lock in type shit, like, nigga, they just want to hear the masterpieces, so it's like, shit, I just don't disappoint. Honestly, I feel like that's what it is. I just don't disappoint, because every time I do a nigga beat, and then they hear it, they be like, oh yeah, this shit hard. So it's like, you feel me, like, yeah, we locked in. And then, but of course, it's like, nigga, if I was to blow off of any of these songs or any of my music today, of course, I'm gonna look back at all the producers that fuck with me, like, come on, you feel me, like, nigga, we gonna understand, like, that's just, but I feel like that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, because, like, and I bet it's the same with producers, like, they be taking a leap of faith, like, okay, we gonna throw this nigga this beat. Hopefully this shit fire, he might make it, or he might remember a nigga doing this beat, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, we locked in. But it be the same way, vice versa. I ain't even gonna cap, like, producers though, to me, honestly, in my opinion, my producers, I fuck with them, cause, like, they fuck with me. Like, you feel me? It's genuine support. Like, my boy DLL77, like, bro, I can send him any song, like, and he gonna make a sample of the shit. And the shit gonna be hard, like, every time, like, nigga, every time, like, no cap, like, that's probably my top producer, like, cause we locked in, like, on some nigga locked in back to back, like, oh yeah, you send me the beat, nigga, I'm gonna send you the song, you send me, you know what I'm saying, like, it be back to back, like, shit, like, I ain't gonna cap, like, I fuck with that, like, that up north, that Jersey flow shit, like, that's really my flow, like, I fuck with that shit, like, nigga be locked in on those sample beats on God, no cap.
Alright.
Like, my top 3 beats, I have to be, like, sample, plug in, and, like, dark. No cap, like dark melody type shit, like those are my top 3. Like, I fuck with them type shit, no bullshit. I'm a rip shit.
So what's your plan for this year, 2K23?
Well shit, I ain't gonna lie. That is a nigga goddamn led back to work and this shit, you feel me? I'm finna goddamn really, honestly, nah, I ain't gonna cap, my main goal is to get more visuals out there. You know what I'm saying? Like shoot more videos type shit. Cause I feel like right now that's the main thing I'm lacking, cause like music wise, I feel like, I still got to drop music. Like, I drop hella music, but it's like, I feel like visuals, I need to shoot more visuals. I ain't got to like 4, 5 visuals for real. Nah, like 3, 4 visuals for real, you know what I'm saying? So I just need to shoot some more type of shit. But like, honestly, yeah, visuals, performing more, definitely got to get out there, do more shows, you know what I'm saying? Start like, getting, I guess, like a face with the public type shit, like, you know what I'm saying, promote myself more type shit, so like visuals, goddamn shows, shit, visuals and shows, really, that's my main 2 things, like, I'm trying to get the visuals and shows in, and I feel like, of course, I'm always drop music, so it's like, that's like, you feel like, I'm gonna drop music, and it's like, I've been dropping music, but I feel like visuals and shows, my main 2 goals this year, like, more visuals, more shows, and really more everything, honestly. Like, nigga finna probably drop a clothing brand, nigga finna just get out there type shit, like, no bullshit. Really, when I had goddamn fucked up my hip, that shit had set me back. I had missed like 4 shows, no doubt. Goddamn. The nigga was slick, like, it was like shit, like, you feel me, like slow motion type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, slow motion better than no motion, but goddamn, it was like slow motion type shit, but now a nigga back mobile and shit, like, get another whip and shit, like, nigga, it's like, now nigga finna get back in, like, in motion, like, back on it, so it's like, this year really, like, I'm not even gonna call it my year, I'm gonna say this like the
build up.
Year, the build up. Like, this year I'm finna just put in the work, you know what I'm saying? Like, lay down the bricks, like, get to it, just get in tune, just stay down, keep going up with this shit. And it's like, so by the time when I get to where I wanna be, it's like I can pop it how I wanna pop it type shit, you feel me? Like, no bullshit, no bullshit. That's what I see this year, like, that's what I see this year, like, nigga just gotta grind, like, this that work year, like, nigga finna put in the work, like, nigga finna get to it, like, when the nigga look back and be like, okay, cool, like, I said this shit, I did this shit, type of shit, no bullshit.
Alright.
At least that's what I see for this year, like, myself personally, but then it's like, whoever knows, like, nigga fuck around, blow tomorrow or some shit, you know what I'm saying? It's
That's
like,
true.
anything, no cap.
Now, before I start wrapping it up, I see your free Flu Honcho shirt.
Oh, gang.
Yeah. So can you tell me like how you met RSG, like the main boys, and what we should expect of the Flu Honchos and Block situation?
I ain't gonna cap, like, when I first met Honchos, it was like on some street shit type shit. Like, I had met him on the block. Like, I ain't meet him through music and nothing like that type shit. Like, and when I met like Blocks and shit, like, it went through music either. Like, I met them niggas like on some like I guess you said like on some person shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like as a nigga type shit. Yeah. Cause like I had been like listening to niggas and shit, but I wasn't never on no like groupie shit. It was just like when niggas hard, you feel me? And it just like as I started like hanging around these niggas, it was just like shit, I'm around these niggas type shit, you feel me? So it's like, really, I ain't even gonna cap, like, and that was another thing too, like Honchos and Blocks. It's funny you mentioned that, cause those was another main 2 niggas like that was pushing this shit, like, you gotta rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially Honchos, he was telling me like, nigga, you rich line, he like, you gotta rap, like, nigga, you gotta make some music type shit, like, you feel me? Like, and then it was always Blocks, like, nigga, the studio right here, like, nigga, you can make some music, like, nigga, make some music, but it was always just like, I ain't even like, it's not that I didn't think I could rap, it was like, I just ain't wanna rap, type shit, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna tell, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, before, and that's what's so funny, I swear to God, the year before I started making music, nigga, I remember telling hella niggas, like, nigga, I ain't no rap nigga, I'm street nigga, like, nigga, I don't even making music and shit, like, nigga, y'all some music ass niggas, like, they're like, the next year, then niggas started rapping and shit, it was like, damn, and that's why at first, when niggas was telling me, like, I need to rap, I was like, nah, I ain't trying to rap, so I used to think about, like, damn, I used to make fun of rap niggas, so, God, I was like, y'all some rapping ass niggas, like, God, like, you know, but I realize now that this rap shit, like, it don't determine who you is as a person. Like, at the end of the day, it's just music. Like, a nigga can get in the booth and rap some real shit. They can get in the booth and rap some cap shit. They can get in the booth, tell a story. They can say whatever he want to say in the booth, like figure, speech, for real, getting your thoughts off, your pain, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could go in that bitch, talk about Betty Bop, whatever. Like, and I feel like it don't matter. And that's why this rap shit, it's just so fake, cause it's like, nigga, I know some hard ass niggas that literally hop on the beat and sing on some like fire shit like niggas can sing, you feel me? Now I know some niggas that ain't on name, and they be on the beats talking about how many drills they done did, sliding down blocks, popping tire, all type of shit, and I be like, bro, you not even like that, you feel me? So it's like, you feel me? I got niggas that went never trapping, never moving bowls, and all of a sudden niggas having this shit, like, now all of a sudden niggas trapping and shit, like, nigga, I know niggas that like, literally like, was not on no type of hard shit. But by their songs, you'll think them niggas so tough, but I know niggas in real life that literally mean mug at functions and they not on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas literally like, it's hoes, like, it's like, me personally, that's why my music is different. Because my music doesn't represent me. My music represents that I like to make music. Like, any song I ever made, it was like, I was feeling it at the time. Like, a lot of my music, it really be off the dome, but it also be with my heart, like also like, I'm saying, like, nigga with my day one, but he folded. Like, nigga, that's a true statement, you feel me? Like, it's sometimes, like, my shit be on some, like, whatever mode I'm in right then and there, like, that's how I'm gonna put that shit in the music. But it'll never be like, oh, this is me, or like I'm trying to present this image of myself. Like any nigga that meet me in real life, they know like nigga Bloxka, like he bull as hell, like same ass genuine ass nigga. Like you feel me? Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be nothing. I'm not finna mean mud niggas look like I'm goddamn trying to, you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't on none of that. Like you feel me? I might smile as hell. Like most of the time niggas always saying like, you laugh too much. I don't give a fuck. Fuck, that shit was funny. Oh God, like that's just how I am as a person though. Cause I feel like you can't fake. It's like you can't fake shit, right? Nigga, you like, cause if you fake shit, niggas gonna know you fake it. And that's how I be knowing when niggas faking. Cause it's like, nigga, I done been around real street niggas, like real killers, like real trap dealers, like niggas really on that. And it's like, them niggas cool as hell. Like you wouldn't even think them niggas like that, cause them niggas that cool. So it's like the niggas that be trying to do too much, the niggas just gotta chill, bro. Cause like niggas dying, like tough niggas is dying. Like niggas don't wanna fight no more. Like niggas is out here shooting and shit. You feel me? So it's like you gotta just, and that's another thing. And I hate to be that nigga, but I'm glad that I brought this up. When a nigga died that was acting like he was on that, bro, I'm so tired of niggas like, oh, he didn't deserve that, or oh, he was a good kid, or oh, this and that. Because at the end of the day, bro, that's another thing. When you making that persona, when you trying to be something you're not, and the nigga die like that, like, nigga, that's what happened to niggas. You feel me? Like, you can't be out here faking this shit. Like, as a nigga that really done lost bros in this street shit, like, nigga that's really done died behind shit, like, it's like, nigga, when you lose somebody close to you, that shit close. So it's like, niggas be out here just throwing their life away like this shit ain't nothing. Like, when all you had to do was be yourself. Like, majority of niggas that be getting popped this shit, or I be noticing that be getting bullshit, nigga, they wouldn't even like that for real. Like, them niggas wouldn't even like that. You feel me? Like, niggas just popping shit with the wrong nigga that's really gonna pop some shit. Then the nigga end up dead, and now everybody on the gram, and and it's like, nigga, that nigga was a demon. Like, to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way he was living, like. You feel me? Like, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't feel no remorse for a nigga that died by the shit he living by, you know what I'm saying? Because he knew what come with the shit. Even if you faking it, and that's what be wrong with niggas. Niggas that get caught up in this street shit that's not really on no street shit, and they get popped and all their family and friends wondering why, nigga, because he been out here living a whole different life, you know what I'm saying? Like, a whole different persona. Like, that's not your same innocent son you thought he was, like, out here, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it go. And that shit really be slick, blowing me. I ain't gonna cap, this shit be blowing me. Like, I be like, bro, no, fuck that. The nigga died because he was on some bullshit. He was on some bullshit. Like, you feel me? Like, no cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way around it. That's just how I feel about it. You feel me? Because it's like, niggas. Like, that's like if I get popped and niggas be like, oh, I don't want no nigga capping on my name when I'm gone. You feel me? Like, oh, you was a good kid, nigga.
I tell it as it is, bro.
Oh, God, you gotta just keep it street.
Tell it as it is.
God, and that's how I be feeling. I feel like niggas really be disrespecting their partners when they be doing shit like that. Cause like, nigga,
If you wanted to be known as that, you gotta goddamn keep it up.
oh God, like live by the sword, die by the sword. Like, you feel me? Like, that's just how it is. That's just what come with this shit. Niggas can't, you know what I'm saying? And if you can't get with it, it's like stay out the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Now then, what do you feel like the phase of rap is transitioning into right now? Because first they had the SoundCloud area with the like Lil Pump, you know, Lil Pump, Lil Yachty's and shit, you know, fun music, fun rap music. 21 Savage was there, but you know, he was a street nigga.
I feel like,
But now then, the street era came along, you feel me? That came, then you had the Yeet era, Playboy Cardi had dropped that shit, whole bunch of them niggas. But now all that shit is like, all these eras are coming, but they're dying as fast as they come.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like, honestly, I feel like, right now, I feel like the music that's going, wait, you said the music that's like going type shit? Or?
Yeah, like what do you feel like the next transition is gonna be?
I feel like the next transition is gonna be like, okay, I got two ideas. Either one, it's gonna be on some fucking like, Yeet, Cash Dummy, Baby Santana type vibe, like on some like, I guess you said like that hyper pop shit, or like Destroy Lonely type vibe, like them niggas that's popping right now, like shit like that, or like, if not that, it's gonna be on some like the sample drill beats, like I was just saying, like niggas like me, Dior, niggas like, you know what I'm saying, like they hop on the fucking like sample beats, but on some up north flow shit, like that shit going too, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like either it'd be one of them two, or like, cause I feel like really everything getting played out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
everything getting played out. So it's like, and that's why I feel like niggas still looking for that next growth, the next wave. But as far as I feel like underground wise or like SoundCloud wise, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna either be on some hyper pop shit, or on some self-real shit, like on who as far as like who gonna blow next, or like what's the next real popping shit. Because if you notice, that's really what everybody on. Like everybody trying to either be that geek type nigga or niggas trying to be like
Trying to do some new shit off the wall.
Like,
Fit your lane.
And that's the thing about me. Like I love music, but sometimes I hate listening to shit I can't really understand. Like when niggas like be at the shows, hop on that shit like you can rap fast, but sometimes niggas really don't be saying nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and the only reason I know is because I practiced this shit. Like, I made a whole song, and in the whole song I literally was just like going like I was like, then I said like a few bars, and like I threw some ad-libs on that shit, and I listened to the shit, nigga, I was like, damn, nigga, this shit not nothing, but it sound like a song, but it, like the way I made it was really like, I was like, it's a rap kind of shit, like, you feel me? I'm messing up and shit, but like, I was mumbling and shit, and I'm just like, damn. So this how niggas be making songs and shit, like niggas be goddamn.
It's like they just want the noise that sounds good.
Oh God, cause niggas be sitting that bitch yelling, but they not saying nothing. And like, I be hating that shit, cause it's like, nigga, it's one thing to yell, but it's like, nigga, you literally not saying nothing, like, shit at all. That shit be kind of like, I don't know, it should be kind of funny to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, me, like, I got a couple songs where like, I be yelling and shit, but it's like, you can hear what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand what I'm saying. Even when I rap fast, nigga, you can still like hear my verses, like hear what the fuck I said, like you hear the punchline, you know what I'm saying, type shit, like versus just hearing one word out of like a whole sentence, like this shit be weird.
Hell yeah. Now then, if you were to see your younger self, bro, what's one thing you would tell yourself?
Say that shit. Oh God, I ain't gonna cap. If I see my younger self right now, I tell that nigga say that shit, like. But that's the one thing, like, when I was a young nigga, I had a lot of different opportunities towards money, like, even when I was, like, little, like, I used to do, like, little, like, cutting grass and shit. I remember one summer I made, like, $315. I think I was, like, 10, like, 9, like, that's the thing, like, and it's, like, back then, that shit was a lot. But, like, I wasn't even thinking, like, to really just save that shit, like, save everything, like, I always live life on some, like, you could die tomorrow, so fuck it today type shit, you feel me? Like, that's how I always live life, like my whole life. Like, anytime I made a mistake, anytime I didn't, anytime anything went wrong, it would just always be like, live life like a nigga gonna die tomorrow. Nigga, I could die right now. Like, it's just like, life too short to just be hesitating, you feel me? Because every time I went against my gut feeling, that shit went, that's another thing. I would have told myself a long time back then, like, it wasn't that I ain't have confidence back then, but like, I used to be on some like I felt like I ain't feel like I was him. And you wanna know something, like my whole life, just like I always felt like I was him, but in reality it's like I'm not him. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I really had to come to terms with, like niggas be like, oh yeah, I'm the one, not the two, or like I'm him, and like I'm not none of that. I'm not the one, I'm not the two, I'm not the three, I'm not him, I'm just me. Like nigga, I'm just Bloxka, I'm me. Like that's the only thing I want niggas to understand, like I'm not trying to be him, I'm just trying to be me. So it's like, when everybody trying to be them, then maybe like they can be them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like I feel like
in their own time.
Yeah, type shit. Like, and I'm glad. I wish I would have told myself back then. Like, I'll go back and tell myself, like, nigga, you not him. You, like you, nigga, you me. Like, nigga, I'm me. Like, nigga, like I would have told myself, like, nigga, be yourself. Like, nigga, you are you. Like, cause a long time, I remember, like, I wasn't never no goofy ass nigga, but like, sometimes I try to like get with the program. Like I remember like when my bros were playing football, like I play football. But in reality, bro, I never was a sports nigga. Like I like football, but I never was a sports nigga. Like basketball, like all the extra shit. Like, I was never that nigga. Like I ain't gonna cap. Like I just be like, fuck it. If this is what we doing, this is what we doing. And like when niggas hop on the game, it's like, yeah, we can hop on the game. But it's like, man, I ain't never really like playing the game for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I do, but not for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was an anime type nigga. Like, nigga, I fuck around me watching anime and shit. Like, niggas trying to hop on the game. I'm like, bruh, fuck it. Like, you feel me? But honestly, I would just told myself, like, nigga, say that shit. Be yourself. Like, you like, nigga, like. And fuck these hoes, nigga. Fuck these bitches. Like, fuck these bitches. Cause at the end of the day, like, bitches be the biggest downfall of the nigga, like, on God. On God. And it's so sad to say because I witnessed this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, like, I witnessed this shit, like, bitches having niggas and fucking off and, like, all type of thorough shit. And it's like, it made me realize, like, nigga, bitches, at the end of the day, they swear niggas ain't shit, bro, but
they don't be shit.
Bitches so sneaky and conniving and you would never even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would really never know what's going on. Like, a bitch can hide shit so good, like, you won't know unless she wants you to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just be like, this shit weird. Oh, God, because it's like, female, and that's another thing, like, females, like, they just, I don't understand them type shit, to be honest. Like, maybe it's because I ain't a bitch myself, but it's like, I just don't understand them, like, honestly, like, as a whole, because, like, nigga, I done talked to different females, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just talked to the same bitch my whole life. But when I say they all have some similar shit in common, but it's like, if you tell a bitch that, they'll get so mad, like, you be like, oh, all y'all bitches the same, or you act like this bitch or something. Like, a bitches hate getting compared, but it be like, y'all do the same shit. You know
same shit, like, different body,
oh, God,
different face.
Like, I noticed another thing, bro. Women hate when niggas know their worth. Like, when a bitch can't play with you, bitches hate that shit. Oh, God, because they like, bro.
No, they want a pushover nigga, bro.
Oh, God, bitches want the niggas that's green. They be trying to gaslight a nigga. I'm like, bro, I'm not going. Like, you feel me? That's why I feel like, honestly, I'm single now because, like, I'd be damn, I'm not finna kiss no bitch ass. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know, like, no gaslight shit. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna make me green. Like, you feel me? Like, come on, I ain't going out like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like, and I feel like, maybe I got to travel or some shit, like, go find the bitches in the vibe or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit over here, really Atlanta, fuck that. This shit in Atlanta, hell nah.
Atlanta is the pits of hell, I ain't gonna lie. Atlanta is the pits of hell.
Nigga, literally, nigga, on my mama, nigga, this shit not it. Can't do it. Like, I can't do it. And that's why, honestly, and it's funny because, and that's why I feel better now because I've been telling bitches about themselves and, like, I've been, like, at peace, like, you feel me? Like, cause honestly, when I was a young nigga, I used to really, like, sit here and, like,
really argue with them?
Yeah, low-key argue with bitches or, like, I guess you could call it toxic or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to have toxic relationships, like,
I don't know about that.
Shit, yeah, on game. So, like, you feel me? That shit just used to be on some, like, instead of just, like, that's what I'm saying. I wish I had the mindset I did now back then. Like, nigga, fuck them bitches, like, on God. Nigga, like, fuck them hoes. So one thing about it is, like, a hoe gon' grow. Like, them bitches going. All these bitches going. Like, if you think that bitch ain't going, you a simp. Cause, like, all these bitches going. Like, even if that bitch not a cheater, that bitch a eater. So, it's like, you feel me? I literally thought about it. And, like, you feel me? I had seen some shit, like, and the nigga, it was a video. It was like, a nigga was like, if 4 bitches talk to your girl in one day, and you times that times a week, it was like, he said some shit like, it was like, what there was, like 32 bitches in 1 week. And he was like, he did that shit times a month. And then he was like, he did that shit times a year. And basically, I don't remember exactly how it all went, but at the end, it was like, so 132, he was like 1,322 niggas talk to your girl in 1 year. You think she turning down all them niggas? And it's like, I thought about it, I'm like, that's what I'm saying, nigga, like, bitch it going. Like, nigga, I'm pretty sure, honestly, especially if a bitch really look good, the average amount of niggas that probably try to hit her up on a day-to-day basis, like 2 to 3. You feel me? So, like, with that being said, nigga, a whole week, nigga, to a month, to a year, like, nigga, she turned down all them niggas, nigga, like, she turned down all them niggas.
No, bro. Shit, now, hey, bro, to wrap this up, what's one thing that you think the youth needs to know that's creating music, you know, producing, doing what they doing, or just, like, following any type of artistry, business venture in their life?
No bullshit, man. Appreciate y'all boys for having me, for real. No bullshit. We really gotta get another one of these in, or maybe like we call that shit a life in a day of Bloxka or some shit. Like,
got to.
No cap. We could definitely get some shit like that in. Like, niggas go to the studio, go to a function or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Just a whole day, like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, bullshit or whatever. We go to the video, you know what I'm saying? Then get into some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, let them boys see. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna cap. I wanna start doing more like vlogs and shit like this, or like, you know what I'm saying? Talking to the folks and shit like that, you feel me?
You see, bro, you gotta go check out them K9 vlogs I got.
Nigga, on gang, I had seen one of them, no bullshit. That shit was hard, no cap.
Bro, I got another one popping out with Sensei ATL. He was at my house.
Say, nigga, I seen the one too that I was actually in, me and Vaughn and shit, when you had came by the house and shit, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this shit hard, no cap. That's what I was thinking, like, niggas gotta do some shit like this, like in the day of Bloxka or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck around, you know what I'm saying? Pull up to the, you know what I'm saying? This shit, shoot a video, goddamn, y'all niggas, like, this shit, I see this shit, like, this shit is broke.
Yeah, but nah, the question, my nigga. The question, what's the youth need to know, bro, about how to continue their ventures?
Honestly, you said how to invest.
No. What's the youth need to know?
Oh, like in life?
Yeah, but when they over here trying to pursue what they want to pursue.
For sure. But one thing I got to say to the youth, bro. Honestly, nigga, chase your dreams. I don't give a fuck if you broke, you not broke, you poor, you ain't got it, nigga, you privileged, you not privileged, nigga, whatever it is, nigga, chase your dreams. Cause at the end of the day, bro, you can do whatever you want to do, nigga, on my mama. That shit really saddens me, nigga. And I'm mainly talking to the black generation, but nigga, this for all races, no racism, you know what I'm saying? This for all races, but the black generation, nigga, y'all can be great, nigga. Y'all young black queens, young black kings, like y'all can be great. Y'all can do so much more. You just gotta put your mind to it. Like everybody don't gotta trap, everybody don't gotta rap, everybody don't gotta scam, everybody bitch don't gotta make hair, everybody ain't gotta do laugh. They're like, y'all can do whatever, nigga. Y'all can be a scientist, nigga. Y'all can be an astronaut, nigga. Y'all can invent the next cure for something. Like, bro, y'all can. It's endless possibilities. But all you gotta do is put your mind to it. But like my granddad used to tell me, my granddad always told me, like, nigga, you only as big as your mind. You know what I'm saying? So however far your mind go, that's how far you gonna go. You tell yourself you can't do it, you can't. Fuck it, you can't then. I tell myself I'm gonna do it, get what? I'm gonna do it. Cause it's like, it's a mindset thing. This thing called life, a mindset thing. I just want the youth to know, like, it's all in your mind. If you say you can do it, you can do it. But why can't you? Who gonna stop you? Like, that's been my whole thing, my whole life. Like, people always trying to tell a nigga what to do, or like what you can and can't do, or like if you gonna make it or not, or you gonna beat the statistics. Nigga, you can do whatever you want to do, nigga. On God, I feel like you keep God in your life, you keep a good, stable mind, regardless. And I'm gonna be honest, nigga. Disregardless if anybody supports you, nigga, your folks, your family, your friends, your girl, your nigga, whatever. If anybody supports you, they don't support you. Fuck them, nigga. You don't need them. The only thing you need, your mindset, nigga, faith with the Lord, nigga, just like, you feel me? Because one thing about it, you can do whatever you want to do by yourself. You don't need people. Like, of course you want to make bonds, you know what I'm saying? You want to have friends in this lifetime, but it's like, you don't need them. And that's another thing. I feel like people be bringing people down. You know what I'm saying? So, top 3 things I got to say for the youth. Keep God in your life, nigga. Keep a good open mindset. With your dreams, you can do whatever you want to do, young nigga. You know what I'm saying? You'll be great. You do whatever you want to do. And watch your friends, oh God. Watch you call your friends, pick and choose wisely, because all that negative energy can fuck up your energy. And I feel like, and that's why when people be like, watch your circle small, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you enclose yourself in this shit like circles and squares and friends, it's like, nigga, for what? Like, nigga, if you my dog, you my dog. Nigga, I could be way in Egypt. Nigga, if you my dog, you my dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just gotta watch your friends. No cap.
Hell yeah. Now where can we find you at, bro?
Shit, hey man, y'all can find me at 1Bloxka, 1BLOXKA. You know what I'm saying? That's my Instagram and shit. Also, I'm on all platforms under Bloxka, BLOXKA. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped some shit with my nigga Goosey. Dropped my own EP called Lean Thoughts. That one kind of on some vibe shit. Main tape on the way. It's called On Murder for my brother, you know what I'm saying? He had Pad, Won't Live on Murder, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna drop this shit called On Murder. This shit finna go crazy. I'm finna get the folks what they want, that cutthroat blocker back in action, you know what I'm saying?
This is Bloxka, we're here with Never2muchentertainment. Thank you for having me, bro.
Hey man, appreciate you for having me, no doubt.